Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we're playing the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay, and I'm using a new mic. It's got a Blue Yeti. I'm still tweaking it, trying to make sure it's all working alright, but hopefully, this'll do, and you can let me know what you think. So, here you can see I'm playing as the Empire, and someone in the comments section did ask me for a Luminarch recently. Well, actually a while back. I've had a bit of a hiatus, you might have noticed. Sorry about that, I was ill. But I'm back, so don't worry about it, okay? Full steam ahead now, so it's all good. Full steam, like this Luminarch is going. Come back. Anyway, so got a Luminarch. Someone in the comment section asked me for it, so here it is. I'm against the Beastmen, so I wasn't entirely sure how well it would do against the Beastmen, honestly. It's a bit of an iffy one, but then they do have a lot of pretty dangerous large targets, so there is that, but also this thing is flimsy as hell, and with the maneuverability, and all the charge bonuses and everything that Beastmen tend to bring, all the Vanguard, they can get on top of it so quickly, so I've got to be very careful about that. Also brought Voltmar, because, well, I wanted them to have some chariot races, so we'll see how that goes. So Voltmar, he's great for crowd control, so, I've got my single model damage here, so I need some crowd control, so I've got Voltmar for that as well. Obviously, buffing the front line is always very useful. Also, I have a Battle Wizard, so he's got Piercing Bolts, Flaming Sword of Ruin, and what's the other one? Burning Head, which is nice. And also, because this does do fire damage, if I do cast a spell, it will give bonus damage, which is pretty great. Well, it'll do the weakness to fire for the enemy, and that'll essentially do the same thing. Anyway, so Spearmen in the front line. So, plenty of Spearmen. Spearmen in the back. Load of free company, because these guys actually just have such cheap, missile fire. They're really a bargain, and they can do so much damage to things like Minotaurs, so I really like them. And also, if they do get bogged down in melee, they're at least going to put up a bit of a fight. So they'll do alright, they'll do some damage. Hopefully. But the missile damage is going to be great, so I like that. Also got some Empire Knights. I need something to just get in the way of stuff and to chase down any units. I need some maneuverability there. And also I have two great swords, so if he's got a load of Bestigors and things, I'll have something that can fight them. So that'll definitely help, especially with some support from, Voltmar buffing their stats, and also the Fire Wizard probably burning them to pieces, so, it should work out well. So my opponent, he really was going for an ambush here, if you look. He's got some Centaurs back here. Oh, and he's got something else over here as well. Oh, he's got some Mongol Raiders. Cool, so he's got some archers over there. Over here, he's got the Blackhorn's Ravagers. He's got some Goreherd with shields in the front line. A couple of Minotaurs with great weapons, which is great for me, because it means they don't have the shields, so I can just shoot the shoot the hell out of them. Right, shoot them to pieces with my free company. So that's going to be great. But obviously if they do catch up to me, I'm doomed. They will do so much damage to Voltmar and to the Luminarch, and basically to anything else. They hit really, really, really hard. Also, he has Malagor, and I realised this when I was fighting. Malagor doesn't actually have any magic resist, which is pretty crazy. He's only got 15% missile resistance, so if the Luminarch can hit him, it is going to hurt. It is going to hurt a lot. Also over here, you can see he's got some more Mongol Raiders, and he's got a load of Goreherd as well. So he's really going for a big ambush here. But, I play very offensively. I'm gonna be moving up. So, yeah, it's gonna be difficult for him to get a good surround on me or anything. So, Luminarch's moving up first. I just wanted to get a pot shot, see if I could do some damage. Moving the rest up, just sort of follow the Luminarch in, really. I mean, this is a pretty big group. Yeah, there's quite a lot of units, all those Goreherd, they're gonna be able to get to the back line, do a lot of damage. There's potential here, definitely. And the Mongol Raiders, of course, they stalk, so I can't necessarily see them, right, while they're sneaking up. So I'm not going to be able to just intercept them on their approach. And these guys I do see coming up, though, the Centaurs, but they are so far back. I'm not sure I would have put them back there. That seems a bit too far, honestly. Maybe he thought I'd just be turtling in the corner with a load of artillery, but I don't know. I think they're too far back. You need to keep them nearer your line in case I rushed them with something, So it's not ideal. So anyway, charging in, still moving up. So he's starting to get into position, but I've got my Empire Knights on the flank, and my Empire Knights will be able to shred things like the Ungor, and they'll do a lot of damage to the Goreherd that don't have a lot of armor piercing. So, yeah, Malagor has taken 2 hits now, and he is very, very, very damaged. He's not having a good day. He's not having a good day at all. So that's great. If I can knock out that, I've knocked out the Lord and the Spellcaster. And Beastmen, they don't have great leadership, so you knock out the Lord, that's going to really hurt when they engage. So that's really bad. But also, no Spellcaster, so he can't be hitting me with spells, he can't be buffing his own units, he can't do anything without a Spellcaster, So here we go, another hit. And what does that put him down to? 300 health. So he's broken. He's not shattered, which is something. But anyway, so your Black Horse Ravagers, they can also stalk, but I've seen them now. I've seen them. So here, Minotaurs are coming in. I'm trying to move out the side with the Empire Knights, and I'm just getting my free company to start shooting at these guys. So here, he is going to start moving some guys in from the side. So I need to crush this stuff quickly. Luckily, I do have great swords that'll do a lot of damage to this stuff. Now I've got some spearmen to bog this stuff down. The guns will help. So really nice hit there. So yeah, managed to knock over one. Did I kill one? Oh wow, yeah, I killed a Minotaur. How about that? So that's a Minotaur dead. They're still going, but I'm getting my Knights to go charge them down. So here I'm using my buffs and the Grand Soulfire, get some damage in. My Knights, they're just going to chase down all the Ungol Raiders. And he's going to have to move these guys in to stop the Knights if he wants to save these guys. So that's great for me. Unfortunately, he's just going to keep coming because he wants to shut this stuff down. And also, my other free company, this was a mistake. I had them targeting this unit and I didn't pull it back. Whoops. So they're just in the thick of things. They've taken a lot of damage. But these Minotaurs have been taken out. Malagor, he's been broken again. These guys coming up behind me. These guys are all starting to come in now, which is also not ideal for me. But, you know, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So here I'm going to try and get a rear charge with my Empire Knights. If he still wants to chase my Empire Knights, he's going to end up fighting Spearmen. So hopefully I can do a ton of damage to the Gore Herd with the rear charge, and the Spearmen can push through onto the Minotaurs. So chasing some stuff off a little bit further than I should be. Should have pulled them back. Starting to pull them back now. So here, start getting some shots in with these guys, but they're going to take the charge, and they're going to really suffer from this. They should not be in melee with Centaurs. But it's fine. They're putting this stuff down for now while I finish off this stuff. Because as you can see, I've still got some pretty good units here, some pretty healthy units. So that's not so bad. So here, going to try and get piercing bolts. Or not. Nope. No, I used Flaming Sword of Ruin. I didn't realise that, yeah, that I'd stopped casting that to cast this. My bad. Anyway, so, shooting at the Minotaurs here. That's great, getting a load of damage into them. Some units are coming back, but nothing too healthy. Malagor has shattered now, so that's great news for me. Great swords trying to intercept a Gore Herd. They should have a fine time killing them. And these Spearmen, you know, they're getting hurt. They're getting really hurt, but frankly, this is a great exchange for me. The Centaurs are worth a lot more. So here, charging in with Voltmar. Voltmar will take some damage with all this stuff, but it's fine. You know, he's got regeneration. He can bog the stuff down pretty well. But he's really doing well to collapse on top of these flanks. But he just can't get rid of the greatswords on this side. So that's pretty great. Also, I am shooting into stuff with the Luminarch, trying to do some damage. These guys need to come back, need to stop chasing these, but it means I will get a rear charge on someone now, so that's nice. My Knights over here, they'd finished off basically all of the Ungol Raiders. Those guys, you know, are already wavering, but it's fine, they're so far away, I'm better just to charge in. So here, another piercing bolt is going to do quite a lot of damage. Look at that, really significant damage to that Gore Herd. So that's pretty great. Here, I am actually going to have to charge the Empire Knights in here. I've got a good firing arc here, so I'm going to have my free company shooting into them while I charge in, getting my Spearmen to join in. And back here, yeah, the Centaurs have finally broken. One is just retreating, but I'm going to charge the Centaurs with my Empire Knights here. So I'm going to try and break them, and then these guys will be completely undefended. So get a nice shot into the side of these guys with the Luminarch, just for the hell of it, really. Had to shoot something. So I'm wrapping things up rather well, you know, so I've got some fairly healthy units, considering, you know, the prolonged engagement. And here, these Empire Knights, they're not going to trade very well against the Centaurs generally, but they can do some alright damage, and I'm keeping all this stuff wrapped up while I just finish off the dregs, and that is enough to trigger army losses. So there we go. That is game. Pyrrhic victory. I love the ambush. That was a really fun idea, but I think the Centaurs were too far back, so they couldn't really support very well. Also, Malagor could have hidden him in a tree. I think that would have been handy. Just put him in a tree so he can't get shot by artillery. And if you are being shot by artillery, pop and weave, you know. But I think with so many different pieces to his plan, I just think it was a bit difficult to make it coherent, especially with an aggressive Empire player. The fact that I was advancing on him made it very difficult for him. I don't know if he was expecting... I don't know if he was expecting artillery. You'd think he'd protect Malagor. So I'm not sure what he's expecting to be fighting. But I loved the attempted ambush. But I just had the tools to stop it, really. You see my free company did get shredded to pieces. He managed to get in my back line and kill them horribly. They really suffered. But they got so much damage in the Minotaurs. That's all I wanted them for. So the fact they were able to do that, they paid for themselves. I mean, they're what, 450? The Minotaurs with great weapons are something like 1600. So yeah, they paid for themselves so much. Just, you know, 10 times over. Not literally, but, you know, no, not figuratively, metaphorically. There we go. So yeah, it was pretty great. I really enjoyed this. Empire Knights, they really pulled their weight. They just kept all of those little, you know, ambushes away. They were able to just delay stuff and break certain parts of each sort of joining army, which was really nice. The Luminarch, obviously, did great. Managed to take out Malagor. pretty much straight away. Really just took him out of the game. So yeah, 2 chevrons for him, which is pretty great. Only 27 kills, but, you know, it's his targets that were really important. You know, his Minotaurs and a Lord. So he did fine. Great swords, they held their own. Spearmen got a bit swamped, but, you know, whatever. Voltmar, though, 92 kills. He did a great job. Love Voltmar in this matchup. Obviously, if you focus him down with things like Gorbals and Minotaurs are great weapons, if you're able to get a surround on him, you can beat the crap out of him. He is fairly flimsy. You know, he is a bit tough if you hit him with a lot of dedicated sort of anti-large units like that with mass. You know, if he can't just cart around, it's pretty rough. You know, he can't heal through that damage quick enough. So the regeneration doesn't keep him going. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.